Where we were in Rhode Island and where we still are in Rhode Island, everybody likes to eat at the same time, and everybody likes to generally dine out on certain times of the week, right? So in our town where we were in Warren, there wasn't much of a daytime traffic. There was no industry. We're in between Providence and Newport. So it's kind of just like a residential, sleepy community. Now it's an incredible restaurant town. There's a lot of other really special spots in Warren that are doing some stuff that you wouldn't normally see in a small town.
Yeah. I think that's a really good point. Sorry to interject real quick, but one trend I've definitely seen, I think you could say you go back 20, 30 years ago, and the smart thing to do was to get out of the small towns and go to the big cities for opportunity. And that's where you're going to make, your career is in the big cities. That's where all the opportunity was. And I feel like now these big cities are almost just like oversaturated, and people it's so hard to get into these big cities now because there's just so many people. And really where the opportunity, in my opinion, is maybe go to a big city to get that education, to get that experience, to operate at a very high level, a very competitive level, and then take that level of competitiveness and knowledge and bring it to a smaller town like Warren, Rhode Island, and you're gonna fucking crush, dude. You're gonna be leaps and bounds ahead of people, and you're gonna be like it's gonna be like crickets when it comes to competition, right? I just wanted to step in real quick. I think that cities like Warren, Rhode Island, smaller towns that are on the come up, are the cities you should be looking at if you want to open a restaurant today.
Yeah, the barrier to entry. I mean, rent is much cheaper. The competition, if you're doing something unique like we are, is less. I mean, in Providence, so we're in the midst of opening up our second location in 2 weeks.
Nice.
We were supposed to open it up at the end of March. That obviously got derailed. So in Providence, there's other burger restaurants, right? There's other restaurants that are doing things that are similar to what we do, but since we've had 7 years of success in Warren, building brands, not only in Warren, but throughout the state of Rhode Island, throughout the region of New England, we've been able to come into a community in Providence that already knows about us because we've built that brand, but by having lower rent, by having less competition, we're able to build a really great business there that supports us growing to a second location.
Yeah, and even Providence, Rhode Island isn't like a New York City, Manhattan. You know what I mean? Like it's still like a smaller city. Are you in the heart of the city, or are you on the outskirts?
So we're on the the heart's downtown. Downtown's pretty small compared to other downtowns. We're on the east side of Providence, which is we're right behind Brown University.
Yeah. So even so, if you want to be in a city, I would say even then go to the edges of the city where where the young people are living because they can't afford to live in the center of the city, and those are the people that are going to spend the money. Young people, especially if you have booze, that's your target market where the young people go. Everyone follows. If you enjoyed this video, please help us out. You can do it by liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting that bell icon. It really helps out. And don't forget, there's a complete archive of every episode with show notes at restaurantunstoppable.com.